Hi, I am Dr. Meghan, and today I want to talk about digestion. You heard that right, our digestive systems, our guts. So I know that not everybody loves to talk about digestion. It's not always the most fun topic, but I believe it's a conversation that we have to have and topics that we need to be covering more often. Why, you may ask? Well, it's estimated that 90% of women have some type of digestive system symptom, or what I call a leaky gut. So if we have 90% of us feeling this way, we've got to talk about it and we've got to get our bodies healing. So I want to tell you, first off, what is a healthy digestive system versus an unhealthy digestive system? How do you even know if you've got gut symptoms? Well, first and foremost, it can go off how you feel. So you could feel really bloated or crampy or have that really loud gurgly gut. Those are some symptoms if you're not eliminating properly. Remember when I said we maybe don't want to always talk about the gut? Well, let's just get down to it. If your habits going to the bathroom aren't very good, then that's a sign that your tummy's not working the way that it should. So another symptom, or to know if you have digestive problems, and in this case you will, is if you were diagnosed or given a label like IBS or IBD or Crohn's or colitis. Those are conditions that are directly related to the gut. But not everybody feels that their gut is off. You can feel fine after you eat, and you could still have a digestive system problem. So there's more to it. So if we feed our bodies good, nourishing foods, then we should be able to have a gut that feels good, and we should be able to have sustained energy throughout the day, from when you wake up to when you go to bed. You won't get that afternoon lunchtime slump, and you guys know what I'm talking about. When you eat lunch and literally it feels like the lights got turned down and you start getting low energy and you feel like you want to take a nap and you're having a really hard time focusing, that is your digestive system. It's telling you that it's not working the way that it should. Another symptom of a healthy digestive system is clarity of mind and clarity of thought. None of that brain fog where it feels like you're here but your brain's over in another room and you're just not being able to think that clearly or think very effectively. The reason that your brain is affected with your gut is because our guts are called our second brains. And that literally means when we have a gut on fire, we have a brain on fire. And we have so many neurological communications between the two. So when our guts are off, our brains are off. Another thing that is indicative of a gut that's not working very well would be mood and mood issues. So a depressed mood or feeling more anxious. Most of our serotonin is actually created within our digestive systems, within our guts. And so serotonin is our happy hormone, or our happy neurotransmitter. And for our brains to work appropriately, we have to be creating that serotonin deep within our gut. Another symptom of a healthy gut is a good immune system. If you have a very strong immune system, it's likely that you have a good digestive system. Much of our immune system, the vast majority of our immune system, up to 80%, it says, that our immune system is in our gut. So when our guts are off, we are more likely to catch colds and flus and things that are going around, especially in the winter time, more often than we should. Now, proper sleep. This is also related to the gut. When our bodies are sleeping well, we get into a really good sleep, usually we've got a good gut. Now, there can be other things that tie into sleep disturbances, and not always is it our digestive systems, but when we have proper serotonin, we should have proper melatonin. They work inversely with each other. Melatonin helps our bodies naturally to go to sleep and to sleep well, sleep throughout the night. It acts like a swing. So the higher serotonin we have, the higher melatonin that we're going to be having too. Now, because I'm talking to you women, I can put one more piece of the puzzle in here for the digestive system. A healthy digestive system, you're gonna feel like your pants fit well, and they're not feeling like they're really pushing in on your gut, or they're kind of pushing back on your pant waistband. So an unhealthy gut is gonna feel really bloated, and your pants are gonna feel tight when they aren't really tight. Now, I know so many of you are going, I know exactly what she's talking about. And I know firsthand how that feels, because I suffered with the digestive system that was way off. It was so unhealthy, and I had digestive symptoms for about 10 years. I first started off not even knowing that I was sick, and not even knowing the feeling that I felt so deep within my gut literally was bloating. And I was so bloated that one day my pants would fit and the next day they weren't. Any food I put in my body, I would get this just deep stomach ache. And this went on for years and years. And it took me about 5 years to get my gut healthy and to get my gut functioning well. And so I'm sitting here not because I've always had this wonderfully functioning gut. I had to work really hard for my own healing. And that's where I got some additional training. In addition to just having my chiropractic degree, I flew all around the country learning about the microbiome of our gut, intestinal permeability, and just how to heal the gut and do a very customized approach, because none of our guts are like the other. My digestive system is so much different than yours is. And so one thing that I focus so strongly on is our microbiome. Now, you may have heard that word and you may not have heard that word before, but our microbiome is our diverse gut ecology. It's actually all of the microbes that make up our entire body. But for all intents and purposes, I like to focus on our gut microbiota, our gut microbiome. And we have 10 trillion cells, and that is a lot of cells. But we have 100 trillion microbes that make up our body. Some of them are synergistic. They are good. They work within our body. And then some of them are opportunistic, and they're infectious. And they can cause a lot of digestive systems issues because they have grown too strongly and taken over for that good bacteria, and you can't get the proper balance. And so I work very closely with the microbiome, with your digestive symptoms, and really healing that whole digestive system. So and one of my main passions, because it is my story, is working with women and focusing on the digestive system. Because if you have a healthy digestive system, your body is going to be so much healthier. Our guts, they tell our muscles to build muscle, they tell our fat to burn fat, they speak to our gallbladder, they speak to our brain, and so they are so intricately connected, that microbiome, those microbes, to the rest of our bodies. Hippocrates says all diseases begin in the gut. Now, I might not agree with that 100%, but I think he's onto something. And I would say at least 90% it gets my stamp of approval, because when our guts are off, it opens our body up to bring all sorts of other symptoms in there. And then we start to feel it. So a healthy gut, which I want for every one of you, is going to be a gut that feels good, clothes that feel good because your body is putting on muscle and burning fat appropriately, a brain that thinks clearly, you're going to have good moods, a strong immune system, and you're going to sleep so much more soundly too. Now, to me, that sounds great, and I hope it sounds great for you too. So please, if you have not read or heard my health story, click on the health story tab on my blog, or you can go to meghanburt.com/health story. And also, if you are interested in digging deeper into your digestive healing and walking through a customized approach to get your gut healthy, please contact me. You can find that information below, and I would love to speak to you and find out how best I can serve you on your healing journey.